Hey, and welcome back to the Artifacts of Marvelous Birds. Um, I made an oopsie, and I had my microphone muted throughout this entire episode, so this is not my live reaction commentary to this episode at all. This is me fixing the regular voiceless video that I had. Hey, now we're going back to actually conquer this stage that had so stumped me before. I feel really bad about like having a 40-minute episode of nothing, of me just trying to get this done and not getting it done. Um, I don't know. I don't remember what all I accomplished this episode. I think I beat this stage and one other stage, but nothing really else beyond that. I think I still do struggle with this stage. No, this boss is I love how nicely that just handed it to me right there. That was beautiful. But this section always, it really does put me on edge. Auto-scrolling airships aren't usually that stressful, but this one, you're kind of like at like the middle part of the screen vertically a lot. Or like on flying segments, the angels flying blocks are the freaking worst things ever. Those things stress me out a lot too, of course. But I don't know. There's something stressful about this whole everything that really really bothers me. But it is actually. I mean, surely it has to be hard, or maybe I'm just bad at it because I keep dying on it. But yeah, this section, ugh. And you're getting shot at from above, so you have to like land these and then like give yourself time to like duck. You have to jump again right there because it's so awkward. It is so awkward. Because you get stolen away, and I still don't want to even chance. Oof. I remember dropping that and being like, no, why did I drop it now? I need to, I need to get closer, but I was able to at least grab it. It wasn't like completely lost to the pipe or anything. But yeah, every time I die, I have to redo this boss fight, so I don't want to like chance anything with like the transfer of that second and third floating block, so I just have to keep doing it the scary way. Ah, I didn't even get a chance to manage that, dude. There we go. So I'm doing better at this fight, but still, it's something. I guess I'm doing better only because I had a reserve power-up plus the power-up it gave me. Because, I guess, yeah, on here, I either die to falling in a pit or the last section. The last section I'm gonna have to learn again. I think I actually got there once during this episode and died because of me not remembering how to do it. Because in between the first episode I visited this and the episode after I was, you know, doing stuff with spiny attack and not practicing this level anymore, so I had to relearn the survive 30 seconds. That's fine. I think I manage it the second time around or something. And right here you have to duck again and stay ducking and not be too far to the right. That scared the heck out of me. You see me pausing out of fear, even though pausing would do nothing for me there. And I still lost my hit, but again, reserve power up, I'm still pretty good off. Oh, I'm too far to the left. Ah! I learn in this episode probably, unless if I did learn the first time I visited here, that you need to kind of be a little bit to the right to place yourself so that your jump will actually land on that freaking cannonball. But it's just all a learning thing. It just kind of sucks that you have to do a boss before you can start the learning process. And of course, it's an auto-scroller, so it doesn't matter how good you get at the beginning parts, you still have to take it slowly. I'm ducking up there. Bounce, duck, and duck again, but not quite. I think there's one more power up before, yeah, this is where eventually the game's like, hey, attention. So yeah, even without a like reserve, like I kind of was doomed here. I'm not good enough at this section. The cannonballs bouncing around, the bomb is just the worst. And yeah, I had to jump because that bomb was going to explode, but I didn't lend myself to being in a good position since I didn't take out that other cannonball. And here's the Lemmy fight again. Yeah, I have gotten pretty good Lemmy fights of recent. I think there was one that I did like get hit like twice on or something. Or maybe not twice, but like once. I don't know if I had a reserve power up, but one time I did a really bad fight with him, I believe, in these attempts. And there we go. Instead of waiting for the both cannonballs, I'm learning to at least kind of rush that and just jump. Since I'm starting to actually like recognize like how this pattern's go up, up. Not recognizing how to jump though, but hey. I am starting to recognize the pattern of these airships and remember what comes next, so I'm able to actually do nice preemptive jumps. Nice pause there, good job. Because I guess like your first few times here, you're like, I don't know what's coming up next, and then like by the time you see a little bit of land, you're getting shot at by the cannonball above, so I don't know. With anything in like a Mario game, it's pretty sinister your first time around, but it becomes easier as it goes. But I think like this being an auto scroller with like cannons and stuff is even stronger example of that. Look at the double ding ding. Nice. Yeah, I'm just pause happy. I don't know what. Yeah, I'm doing really bad at landing on top of those cannons, so I had to like duck and wait for the bullet bill and the cannonball to shoot. Right here, you know, I'm like, hey, let's just go so that I don't have to wait for both of those cannonballs. I do like killing that thing. I'm not really good at like doing it on purpose, but in fact, like I think a bunch of my previous goes at this stage from this episode were me purposely trying to kill that thing, but that was the one I managed to actually do it. Good duck, nice. And I got the double fire flower. Not that it makes a big difference here, but I do have it. Standing closer to the edge of that back metal plate was about like where I usually find myself comfortable to try to shoot in between the cannon and the floor. The back metal plate really helps you line up how far you need to be, how close you need to be for jumping on the cannonball up there. And that can go die in a hole even though I want the 1,000 points. Even though, again, mushroom or a fire flower, either way, they're both free hits in this stage. Nothing really is susceptible to fire, so it's not like it did make a big difference. Especially if I'm just gonna waste it right there. and the screen is confused. The back just stayed marshmallow. This happens one other time where the screen gets confused. Oh, uh-oh. Really, really good work. I forgot that I actually made it there that time and just dunked on myself, just dropped. But, yeah. There's one other time during these attempts that the screen messes up. However, the next time it messes up is really, really nice in my opinion. The background I'm particularly talking about. I think what helped me get better at this is knowing exactly the spot, oh, phew, good, where the Potaboo is going to be at. The one that, the up and down Potaboo, not the bouncing ones. Because I wasn't really paying attention to that the first time I was going through here. And I guess this was the bad fight. I got hit twice, like I thought I would. At some point, I figured I would. And I got my consolation prize being able to hit the power-up block on rebound because I got small. The rest of this is just, you know, boring until I get there. That's what auto-scrollers are. You learn them and then get bored of them, but you gotta get through it. I really don't like being in this bottom section. I could easily jump back up to make it easier, but that jump, I do not have as much placement time above the block. Like, I like to be above the block and have extra time to place myself before I land. By the time I make the height that I need to be at, oh, here's the good placement for landing on this cannonball. Good, there it is. By the time I reach the height that I'm able to land on that flying block, I have to be very decisive and make sure that I can land on it. Like, I don't have very much time to correct myself. So, being from that bottom section of the earlier... Yeah, that can go die. Even though that wouldn't have ruined anything, I just let it go die. This jump is always kind of scary. I don't like it. I don't dislike it, but it's just like, ooh, ooh, duck. There we go. And look at the sky. Got confused again, but wow. It's kind of beautiful. Isn't that nice? The double fire flower, nice. I assume this is going to be the winning run? I don't remember losing another time. Yeah, I think this might be the winning run as I'm going in to make sure I can destroy those fellas. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I do die, actually. I think I do die. Nope. I don't know if I actually beat this boss. Did I ever get here? Yeah, I did get here on the episode twice prior. Right now I'm just trying to survive, as you see. My plan is to just survive until the left side opens up, and then I'm willing to give Birdo an honest fight. I'm not going to just tank and go through. So, you just have to wait for Mouser to not freaking kill himself, please. Ah, weep weep. Now that's opened up. Give me a bomb. Throw, nice. And I got hurt, so never mind. I don't know, I like the rope decorations, but it kind of obscures whatever the heck I just grabbed there. It looked like a red egg. Maybe that was one of the artifacts, I don't know. And that was very strange, the way that it just kind of warped me to that spot and warps me back to the ladder. I love it. It's really weird. Just like this game in general. So let's see where this pipe leads. 5. So we have found Area 5, which looks like the icy area, so I'm actually really excited to get there. However, last time we unlocked our entryway into Area 4. Zoop. Just to the ladder, good job. So that's what we're going to be going to next. This first stage in Area 4... Oops, that's not Area 4. What am I doing? This first stage in Area 4 is something. It's not something as in it's hard or anything, but it's something. Direful Mires. I love the word direful. I don't know. I need to look up and see if that's a real word or not, but it's something. And what do you know? Immediately we got silly slope dead body corpses. They are very fun, and I'm laughing a lot right here, and just slipping and sliding on this dead body. Edginess and gore is not something that I really feel works well in a Mario setting. I've seen hacks do it before, and it's just like, it's kind of distasteful, but at the same time, ooh, yeah, I'm not safe there. No bueno. Like, these dead bodies can get a big laugh out of me because they are actually just like low-grade slopes, and Mario is just sitting on dead bodies like nothing, and it's just hilarious. Because Mario came here to go avenge all of these people. He's not avenge, he's come to take revenge. That was scary. I did not mean for that to be as good of a jump as it worked, but I'm glad I did survive that. But yeah, this... I guess this is gonna be like spooky edge forest. I hope not. I hope that this is like the only stage with like blood, dead body stuff. Because again, it just really kind of has no place in a Mario hack, especially considering it dons Mario as our main protagonist here. It's not like they have extra assets for a different Mario or a different main character to play the Mario role. It just, I'd rather not deal. And I got to slide kill using the dead body. That was probably my favorite thing about this stage. And then yeah, whenever I was playing this, I think I was mentioning to the mute mic that I really, for Donkey Kong Country music, the first game has some of my favorite tracks. I love the first game in general. Like a lot of the ambiance in that is just freaking amazing, and I like the actual ambiance of this stage as well. Except, of course, again, the dead corpses. Everything else about this stage is actually incredible. I do like it a lot. Look at how good I am at jumping on shells. I'll get it one of these days. Come on, throw me a good one. Nope. Throw me a good one, baby. Basically impossible. Yeah, I can't do this. But I do really want this shell, please. Keep that plant on screen just a little bit, just to make sure that, ooh, why did I double back and then jump? I don't know. But yeah, it's fun to like kind of mess with the flowers, the piranha plants that shoot the fireballs. Those guys can be a hassle. They always can be a hassle. So just making sure to like play around with the screen and make sure that they're enough on screen where you can see when they start to retreat, while still making sure that they're not on screen enough to actually, ooh, dang. But I got another shell, nice. Where they're not going to shoot their fireball. If they're just partially on screen, they will not fire. It's super nice. Ah. Take a little sit on the dead body. It's so dumb. And so yeah, the reason why I was getting that shell and coming back over in this direction was because you saw that little cardinal direction kind of set of brown blocks, and I'm like, well, there's gotta be something important there. I don't know what it is, and whatever it is, I'm not gonna be able to obtain it while it's blocked off, but I might as well try seeing what's in there. So that's my goal right now. That's why I'm playing weird catching games with this frisbee thrower. Thank you. So that time I did double back without having to like worry about ducking in the divot, but nice. And not so nice. And it was a freaking vine. Did not anticipate that at all. Like, what's up there? Oh my gosh. Very big frightened. It's kind of crazy that it starts you out with this section with the 2 fireball piranha plants and no power up. It's not that big of a deal, especially for anyone who's played Mario World enough to actually know the kind of controls and how enemies work and stuff like that. But it is scary. It is nonetheless very scary. So I decided to go up, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna go down so I can slowly get rid of these guys. Lava lotuses aren't that big of an issue, but they are very scary, and I think that's kind of true for most people that play this game. It's like, man, who wants to deal with a lava lotus? They got a wide spray of things that cannot be dealt with unless you have a cape. And I can almost see like something up there, and I can see the little hole that the vine would lead up into, so I'm like, you know what? I just gotta find a P-switch in order to make things work. Nice jump. And why didn't you look up there? Got a scary plant that's making things scary for me, but I also have a P-switch that I getting shot at up there, so no thanks. Lost my shell, but that's okay because at least now I know that there's a free shell over here, and I've already taken care of everything that I can take care of in this upper section. There we go. Our vine is now free. Or will be free as soon as I come back over here. And I did leave both of the other blocks there just because I'm scared. And that was a great throw. I love it. That's something I 1000% agree with. Thank you for working as intended, Shell. Diagonals or something funny. It's not like that thing happens all the time, but it happens sometimes. But yeah, I like having a little bit more of a platform by having those additional brown blocks. And we get a cool little alternate path. Like, I could still make it further in the stage without having to take this path, but I do like this path a lot, so I'm glad I managed to take this route. And it gives me one up, which is nice, because I kind of need those. I know I have like 20 something lives now, but I probably not for long. This game can and will kill me on several occasions. Yeah, I was not expecting more than one of the hidden blocks, so I was really scared right there, but it worked. And this freaking bullet bill generator is kind of frightening, along with all of these plants. I'm like, ugh. And that was beautiful, the way I just got that shell and got rid of him all at once. I look back over here and I'm like, I guess, yeah, I could have probably come back that way. I have confirmed that that is the case by watching someone else play this stage. And get ready for me to be a hyper genius upcoming. I was like, well, what's this section here for? Why are there coins here? It makes zero sense. I guess it's just, again, for coins. That's what this game really likes, and I really like that this game likes it, but that was just a little bit too suspicious for me. I was like, is there something? But it's also kind of like where it starts you at, so gives you some free coins, 10 or something. Oh, and good, more blood and gore, thanks. But we also got some Crash 1 music, which is another very ambient soundtrack that I really do like. Really want these coins. Yeah, that's me. I freaking love me some coins. That is just kind of silly to me that there's water right there. Like, water right here makes sense, but when there's like water and nothing in the water, it's just like a skinny pipe of water basically. Nice. Glad I can slide kill that guy because I need to, but I'm glad that it worked so easily this time because slide killing him proves to be a little bit more troublesome from time to time. I saw some water in the bottom left, so I'm gonna go check that out after I get this and jump in a hole. Because I forgot where the pea soup was. I forgot where the pea spring, the springy flingy thingy. I didn't know where that was. I figured it was on the left because my brain is non-functional, and that was my bad. But yeah, right here, these two coins. Like if I were to like leave them there, when I do the P switch back, coming back, I think it could make it easier because it drops one of the lava lotus things. Let me kill this guy. There we go. It kills one of the or it drops off one of the lava lotuses, so that makes it really easy for that. But also, I don't have to like worry about jumping over that pit of water. Oh my gosh, these flingy springies are frightening. As frightening as the section that I just jumped in for zero reason, even though I had no pressure from the right side. And just lost power up because of it. I could have just stayed in the water, stayed afloat with my P-switch. So this guy's on a brown block. I could have dropped him with the P-switch, but I didn't know what the P-switch was for. I didn't want to... I mean, I did see what it was for, but I didn't actually see because I was too busy looking at that freaking impaled head. It also drops this guy. And then, again, there's some coins over... Okay, I can explain. Right there, I can explain. I was trying to jump out of the water before that dude even showed up above my head, but it wasn't working. And then, by the time he was above my head, that's when the jump decided, hey, you wanted to jump, yes? It was gross. It was disgusting. But yeah, P-switch, you can bring it all the way over here, and that's the safe way to do things, but it's also the dangerous way because I have to deal with this lava lotus right there. I also have to deal with the next lava lotus that's over the water. And then this, if I were to jump over these coins, which I will never do, then I can have a nice bridge to just run across that section. And that guy has got me a second time. But then again, I am surprised that worked. I thought I was going to land on the springs and it was going to ruin my spin jump properties. Why did I jump? And I lost my 1-up and I went below the screen where there was no water. Like I think in regular Mario World there's a lot of times water underneath where you can see on the screen. And that allows you to still swim up, but since I went under the water there was nothing allowing me to swim back up, so I just dropped. I can kind of tell because like I think at one point I drop underneath the water again in the stage right there, and you saw me going at like swim speed, and then all of a sudden horizontally at swim speed. Then right before I died, the speed kind of picked up a second, and then it's just like oof. There was no recovery there. I was below swimmable area. There was just a void of a lack of water underneath what is visible. It truly is what you see is what you get. Oh, but I don't know if I ever finished saying, oof, good job for doing that run and still getting hurt. And still never being able to kill this guy through sliding that was frighteningly close. But yeah, doing the P-switch run makes some things easier, but it also makes the time limit a little bit more of a thing. Not that it's a big time limit, especially when you're actually removing a decent amount of the threats. I am surprised that guy doesn't tip far enough to get me, but I love it. But yeah, it puts a little bit other stress of making you have to run, and there are areas which will never be dealt with due to this P-switch. So, as things are, I'm going to carry the P-switch every time. Here we are, finally over to the left side and getting hit by the first Eerie. I've drawn to the green water, so I had to come this way, trying to lure that first boo over to the left, and I did not recognize that there was going to be another boo, so that frightened me for a second there. It still gave me enough space, at least. Standing on top of a dead body, because haha. 25, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And to anyone who hasn't played Super Mario World, the way that goalpost works is it counts up from 1 to 30, and then the next number you can get after that is 40, then the next number after that is 50 plus a 1-up. Getting a 50 in that 1-up is just so hard. Locked rooms, or a ghost house. I'm like, well, I'm glad I got my 30 minutes in because I'm not ready for a ghost house quite yet, but that's probably what's coming up next, because I mean, that was the yellow stage that we just did. There's nothing else left to do, so until next time, we got some spooky ghosts again. Nice.